This is news from the international scene. At least 15 people have been killed and about 20 more are feared buried under rubble after Russian rockets struck an apartment block in Chasiv, a town in eastern Ukraine, officials say. 5 victims have been brought to life. The death toll was given by a Ukrainian emergency services official. One side of the 5-story building was ripped apart, leaving a mountain of rubble. Chasiv is near the city of Kramatorsk in Donetsk region. Donetsk is the focus of a Russian push. The region's governor, Pavlo Krylenko, said the destruction was caused by Russian Ukrain rockets. A survivor called Ludmila told news agency, "We ran to the basement. There were 3 hits. The first somewhere in the kitchen. The second, I do not even remember. There was a flash. We ran towards the second entrance and then straight into the basement. We sat there all night until this morning." The Russian Defense Ministry reported that its forces had destroyed a hangar-storing US M777 howitzers in Chasiv. Reports say that at least 20 people were believed to still be under the rubble in Chasiv, including one child. Ukrainian forces have been reinforcing defense around Kramatorsk and Slovansk, 2 cities in Donetsk in the part of Russia's offensive. Having captured Luhansk region, the Russians aim to take the rest of Donetsk. Both regions comprise the industrial Donbass, which President Vladimir Putin claims to be part of Russia. The Chasiv civilian death toll is one of the highest in Donetsk so far. Ms. Bakla said, though Russian shelling of Mariupol caused more destruction and casualties. Still on the international scene, at least 15 people have been shot dead in a bar in South African township of Soweto, police say. Police say gunmen entered the Orlando East Tavern in the early hours of Sunday morning and started firing randomly at a group of young people. Then they fled the scene in a white minibus. No motive for the attack has been established, police said. Several more people are in critical condition in hospital reports. The victims are believed to be between 19 and 35 years. Gauteng Province Head of Police, Lieutenant General Elias Mawela, told reporters the shooting appears to have been a cold-blooded attack on innocent tavern patrons. A press statement released by his office said the gunmen had been armed with rifles and 9mm pistols when they entered the bar. Police are searching for the suspects whose identities remain unknown, it said. 4 other people were killed in separate tavern shooting in the southeastern province of KwaZulu-Natal, police said on Sunday. Shootings are not uncommon in South Africa. They are often linked to gangs or alcohol, but this is an exceptionally high death toll and comes soon after the death of 21 teenagers thought to have been either gassed or poisoned at another bar in the city of East London. Lastly, on the international scene, there is calm on the streets of Sri Lanka a day after protesters stormed the president's residence and set fire to the prime minister's house, forcing both the leaders to announce their resignation over a worsening economic crisis in the country. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is expected to quit on Wednesday, marking a dramatic end to the powerful clan's hold over Sri Lankan politics for more than 2 decades. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who assumed the post only 2 months ago, also offered to resign to allow an all-party interim government to take over. Rajapaksa, 73, has urged people to allow a peaceful transition of power, which he plans to supervise before quitting office. A meeting of the leaders of the political parties is scheduled on Sunday, with opposition politicians claiming they have the parliamentary majority to form an interim government. "We need a change. This is not the way we deserve to live." The leaders, following the resignation of the president and the prime minister, parliament speaker Mahinda Yapa Abedwardena is expected to take over as acting president as per Sri Lanka's constitution. They are responsible for what has happened to this country, K. Chandra, a demonstrator, says. On Sunday morning, many protesters are still camping in the president's official residence. They cooked food, played the piano, and even enjoyed games of cards and carom in the house. Meanwhile, police said they have arrested more than 3,000 people in connection with the protest on Saturday. And that's it from the international scene.